Alright, hello and welcome to the iCode channel. Today I'm going to show you guys how to download and update the firmware on the iCode devices. This is the iCode Duo Plus. You might have something similar. It may not have buttons. It may be a 4-port version or a single-port version, but they're all basically going to work the same way as far as updating the firmware. So first thing we're going to do is going to go to the iCode.com website. I have it here, so just go to iCode.com on the top here, and then go down to support and click on downloads. And once you go to downloads area, you will see some instructions here. So just click on this download the flasher file. I'm going to go ahead and click that. Notice it downloaded a AVR zip file, and then go ahead and click on it so it opens up. Here it is. So what we want to do is we want to extract this file. I'm using Windows 11 here, but basically create a temp directory on your drive C and extract it there. So I'm going to go ahead and say extract all, and I'm going to go ahead and browse, and on my drive C, here we go, I'm going to go ahead and go to the temp directory. I'm going to delete this old one so you guys can see how it works. So basically, right click here, create a new folder. I call it AVR, and then go ahead and select that folder so you're downloading and extracting all the files there. So my files are now extracted here. I'm going to close this out. Next, you want to download the firmware itself. If you scroll down, the latest firmware is typically listed at the very top. I have the Duo Plus model, which is this one here. So I'm going to go ahead and download that. And here's the zip file I downloaded. So I'm going to click it. And then I'm going to go ahead and drag this file also to that same folder, which is my temp.avr folder. So I've got my firmware file here as well. All right, next what we want to do is we want to start a command line, and we're going to be running this prog command. So let me show you how that works. So go ahead and run your command. So if you press the Windows key and just type in command prompt, and it should come up like that, and then just click on it. So here's a command window. Then go ahead and go to your drive C by typing C: and enter, and then cd space /. I put the folder name as temp/avr. That's where I put my files, but go to wherever your files are. So if I push dir, notice here's those files. So next thing we want to do is run the prog, followed by the name of the file for the firmware, so the Duo Plus. So if you type in DU and then just push tab, it'll finish the rest of it for you. So that's the file name you want to type in. And then you typically want to hit enter here. For me, it's not going to work, and in some cases it'll work by itself. For me, it's not working, and I'll show you how to overcome that. So notice that when I hit it, it said no instances available, and it wants me to select the COM port. Well, I don't know what the COM port for my device is. So what you want to do is type 0 to skip. So I'm going to hit 0 and then hit enter. And then it's asking to reset the device manually and hit enter. Or type 1 and reset to list and define COM ports yourself. So I want to list the COM ports because I don't know which one it is. So that's why I want to type 1, but I'm not going to hit enter yet. I first have to reset the device. So I've got a little paper clip here, and if you stick it in here, let me zoom in so you can see. If you stick the paper click in here and you press, you'll see that the device will reset and it'll beep. So once you heard that tone, you know it's gone into reset mode and it'll restart again. But you want to catch it before that whole reset sequence happens. So as soon as you're going to press this button here, the firmware update, as soon as you hit it and you hear the tone, maybe a second later, be ready on your command prompt to press enter. So I'm here ready to press enter. I'm going to push the button so it does resets, and then I'm going to hit enter. Okay, so now you see it found my device on COM5. So I know I need to type 5, but I'm not going to hit enter yet. I'm going to push the pin. I'm going to reset it one more time. And as soon as I press hit reset, it'll beep again. And then I'm going to hit enter again on the keyboard. There it goes. So now I went ahead and it flashed correctly and we're done. All right, so if for some reason you don't have this hole or the button, what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to open the device up and you'll get something like this, right? So let's flash this one because this one doesn't have any buttons. And I'm going to go ahead and connect it here. Okay. And let me zoom in. And the way you want to manually reset the device is you're going to see right in the pins up here on the top, there's going to be several pins, 1, 2, 3. The second and the third pin right here where I have my paper clip. Those two pins, that's called the ground and the reset pin. So if you short those two pins together, it will reset the device. So let me take some piece of metal, like this piece of metal here, and I'm going to go ahead and reset those. See, as soon as I touched those two pins, it actually did the reset sequence. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the same process again, and we'll go through the steps one more time. So I'm going to go ahead and go to my command prompt here. I'm going to go type in prog space and then the name of the firmware file. I'm going to hit enter. I'm going to push 0 to skip, and then I'm going to type 1, but I'm not going to hit enter yet. I'm going to go ahead and reset by shorting the pins, and then I'm going to hit enter. There it goes. So it was COM5. So again, I'm going to type 5, but I'm not going to hit reset yet. Enter yet. I'm going to go ahead and reset it again by shorting. I heard a beep. I'm going to hit enter, and there it goes. All right. So that's all you really need to do to pretty much program any of these devices and update the firmware. I hope this was helpful. If you have challenges and you want to reset it completely manually without the batch file, there is a blog article on iCode.com. So go to blogs here. And then if you scroll down, you'll get to one that says how to flash a Pro Micro. So keep going here. And here, flash your Pro Micro with a hex file. So if you click this one has similar setup, but if you go to the very bottom, and it says how to force an update without prog, command line only. So let me show you how to do that. So basically what you want to do is you want to go ahead and copy this command. I'll copy it. Then we'll go ahead and paste it into here. But sometimes it doesn't copy paste correctly, so make sure the quotes don't double quotes, so I'm going to replace them, and the single quotes are single quotes. So for some reason, sometimes they don't get copied correctly. All right, so that's the command right there, and I'm going to go ahead and hit enter. Notice it said nothing available. For you, it might show some COM ports. It's fine. But then what you want to do is you want to reset, basically push up arrow to do the command again, but don't hit enter. Press reset on the device. I just heard a beep. Then I hit enter, and there it is. So I have COM5 is what the device is. Kind of like what it shows here. Then what we want to do is another way you can find if it's COM5 is go to Device Manager and then do a reset, and you'll see it appear up here. So that's another way. But once you know the COM port, then you want to execute this command. This is the one that forces the firmware to get updated. So I'm going to go ahead and paste that. And again, we're going to hit reset on the device. I heard a beep, and then I hit enter, and there it goes. All right, folks, that's how you can do an update on the iCode devices. I hope this was helpful. Give me a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.